Hi guys. Okay, it's day 365 of 366 days for year 2024. And usually this is the time where you take stock, where you go over the things you were able to achieve, do throughout the course of 2024, and then make recommendations and also set new resolutions for the next year 2025. You know. And then I remember some weeks back I something about goals. And then somebody asked about the template I used for my goal setting. So I thought, okay, maybe there's one or two persons that might need this idea. That's what I thought to share. Okay, just before I talk about the template, let me take a minute to talk about the importance. Ever since I ever started writing goals down, I would say that 2023 was my worst year. Now, not that I didn't achieve anything, but the fact that I did not pace my goals down for that particular year. Of course, I had the goals down in my head. I had them written down in my notepad on my phone. But I never wrote it out. Really, of course, writing it on the walls of your heart is very, very important too. But at the same time, you cannot overemphasize the importance of having it physically. Because what it does is it brings to your consciousness all the time. Each time you pass by your goals, remind you of everything there. So even if you have 200 goals written on there, you not necessarily are going to remember all 200 items on goals, but it reminds you of the fact that, oh, I've got goals. So that conscious reminder helps for you to stay focused. Now for the template, it's it's pretty simple. Um, think about a star with five sides. Okay, think about a star with five sides. You want to draw a star. I feel I should draw a star right now. Okay, maybe I might do it practical, right? So you can understand. Now think about a star, five sides. Now divide your life into five aspects. Now divide your life into five aspects. Pick five specific things about your life that you want to talk about. I'll give you an example. I always go with number one, spiritual goals, of course. Number two, because I want to be a better person. I want to be a better human as I grow. You know, Number two is my temperament goal. My temperament goal has to do with how I behave, how I've been on an anger management issue for years now, since 2019 to be precise. That's that temperament goals. Your career goals. If you're still in school, you can also add that together, trying to streamline it so you can have your career and your academic goals together in one. Number four, I like to um, separate my passion from academics or my career. Now, I am an architect and I'm so passionate about that. But at the same time, anything that I know that I do not necessarily need a formal university education to do, and I have passion for it. You know, that is what I call my passion. Like spoken word poetry, like hosting events, like other things I do basically. I do not necessarily need to go to a school to learn. I'm a passion, right? Then the last one, others, anyone that cannot fit into any of these categories, put them down somewhere. Now, the point is this: you want to have growth in each of these five categories. Now, sometimes it's always nice to maybe um, fulfill all the goals in one aspect. Now, but then your life will be a shape. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a diagram to explain this. So that's what you do. So you write all of this down, and then you have goals for each. So you can maybe have limitless of it. You can have 10 for this or 10 for that. Now, something very important to note is the fact that um, if, for example, for your spiritual goals, you've got 10 items, for example, you've got 10 items, and then for your passion goals, you've got just 3 items, and for your academic or your career goals together, like I combine them together. Although on mine, they're actually separate, but then you can combine it to have the perfect star. Now, if for that you have just about 6 items, now it doesn't mean that you only have to achieve your spiritual goal, and it doesn't mean you should pay too much attention to one aspect. You should not So each item, not each segment, each item on your goals should have one mark. So if by the end of the day you have 5 goals here, 6 goals here, 8 here, this that you combine all of them together, a total of them is the total number of goals. So let's say you've got like 57 goals or 50 goals for the year. Now, when you come back by the end of the year to take stock, to score yourself, you mark each of them, each goal one mark. So each one you actually achieved one mark. So don't say, oh, this one is a very, very bad habit for me. I've been battling with this too. Oh, I used to insult too much. One thing, and then this year I stopped it, and that because of that, I'm going to give that goal 6 mark. No, no matter how hard, no matter how easy it is for you to achieve a goal that you set, it's 1 mark. You understand? Oh, I want to convert my account balance right now is 1,000 naira. By the end of the day, I want to have 10 billion. You know, doesn't mean you should not say, oh, I will not give that 100 marks. No, it's still 1 mark. Now that helps to create a level playground and also to for us not to pay too much attention to one part of yourself because you need to grow together. So it's about holistic growth. So when you mark your goals and then you go through them, what you do is this: you score it. Now, if you have anything, personally, my pass mark is 50%. No pressure. The moment I've got half the things I planned for and more, that is a pass mark. And then, of course, the things that I could not achieve, they put them again. Now, something very important here. Just take it like you are in school. Okay, the goals that you set and you're able to meet are courses that you've passed, right? Now, the ones that you failed or you could not achieve, courses that you did not pass, which means what? And normally in the university, if you do not pass the course, what happens? You have a carryover. Mhm. Exactly. So the ones that you could not achieve, you take it to the next year. Because of course it is very, very impossible for you to achieve all your goals. And it's okay. Just the way it is not the end of the world whenever you have a carryover in school. It is also not the end of the world. You know. Personally I've had a goal that I have, been carrying over for like 3, 4 years now, and I'll still carry it over next year. Because it's not something that is within my powers. Basically it's something that I want to have, something that I want to do, and then I would say that at the end of next year, because I definitely am going to achieve it, of course, this time around, by God's grace. So it's something that I'm not ashamed to carry it over again. Yes, it's painful, like you understand. So yeah, also very important when you're marking your goals. Of course, the goals that okay, I said I was going to do this, you know. Okay, let me give an example of what I'm talking about. I do not read books because I'm not the book person. Yeah, I'm very vast, knowledgeable to an extent, versatile when it comes to knowledge, to an extent, to a very, very tiny extent, of course. And that's because of the things that I've read. But then I do not read books like that. I, in this regards, I think I'm not as old school as I think I am. Sometimes I feel reading books are a bit boring, so I prefer other materials to read. Now, this year I said, no, I want to change that. I want to read a book every month. That was my goal. Read one book every month. I knew that was me going from zero to like 2 million basically because I don't read any book at all yearly. And then this year I wanted to read 12 books. You know, that was really tasking. But guess what? I read a chapter of a book every day for this year. Yeah, it's a very, very simple book. Started very small. Yeah, started very small. I started another book, um, Richest Man in Babylon. I don't think I'm done with chapter 3 or so. But then I was able to attempt to read 2 books, and I read one book to the end. And the book I read to the end, yeah, of course, is just a 365 days with self-discipline, where you get a topic for every day. So every day is a chapter. I was able to do that, and every share on my status every day, WhatsApp status. So yeah, I'm starting that, and I'm going to carry that goal again over to next year because I know, in fact, I'm going to increase the goal because I want to have something that I'm hitting. Of course, shoot for the moon. If you miss it, you would land among the stars. So yeah, any goal that you try to set or that you set and then you try to achieve it, but you could not achieve them, you can give yourself half. And you actually tried and you got some little bit of it. You can give yourself half one. If you have half and half, you can actually end up having one point. So yeah, um, I hope you had a good year. I hope you had a very interesting year, and I hope you have fun. You know, going through your goals, and I know, and I hope that next year, of course, we would have better results. So yeah, from me, that is, see you next year. Or not, I might still post one or two contents before the year. So yeah, see you next year.